boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, down, no basis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry now. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down carry here for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Gone. Gone.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Hyde in the game. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
2nd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make it 6-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Shedding the tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Buying time to his left. He's going. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And the head coach reached field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself. but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield. Now the ball comes loose, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go, let's go. 53. Jam. Right. 20. 22. 22.
On second down, here's Keenum. He's going deep for Brown. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. The give is to Bell. Yeah, he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
53.
The final shot before the break. Keenum. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, Keenum. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Mayfield now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to keep able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
On second down, here's Keenum. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it'll work for big yardage.
17.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Again, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Schobert in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down is Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Very left, 22.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Like 20. Hey, orange.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They pitch it out to Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Keenum now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Keenum steps away to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Set. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
They go to Johnson again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Breanne Body Calhoun. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, That one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
First down, a run with Hyde. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never...
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey.